Oh, man, don't need to cover these.
This guy will help you understand.
Yeah.
Just show you some example for this Adam. Improve your test talking strategy. Tell you how the test will be graded. Tell you what to bring on the day of the test.
Good. All right, so let's hit this guide. This is the study guide for a final exam. So the structure of the test, there are 3 parts to the test. I'm looking down here at the little graph. Part 1 is a listening comprehension section. There will be 40 questions. That's a huge part of the test. 40 questions on the listening. You'll have about 10 seconds for each question. And it'll take about 30 minutes. Okay? Again, once I hit the play button on the listening, I can't stop it. So don't ask any questions because I can't stop it. You don't want to interrupt anyone else. So just do your best. You'll have some paper to take notes. So maybe if you're not sure, you can just jot one and then what you think is the best answer. Okay? Yeah.
When you will give us the paper of the choice, so we will have like 1 minute or something to read the questions.
Well, I'll show you an example question, so you'll get a good idea here. Okay, this is just kind of an overview. Part 2 is grammar. There are 20 questions. You have approximately 60 seconds or 1 minute to answer each question. It'll be 20 minutes in length. And then part 3, vocabulary. There's 2 kinds of questions. There's vocabulary and context, which is a sentence with a blank in it. And then you need to pick the word that fits in that context. Okay? There will also be a second vocabulary section called definition. They'll give you a definition. Excuse me. Word that matches that definition. Again, we'll look at an example. And there, you'll have 40 minutes for the vocabulary section. All right, turn the page. By the way, at the bottom there, it tells you you will have 60 minutes to complete the grammar and vocabulary section. On that part of the test, the last 2 parts, you'll just have to keep your eye on the clock. So if one of them's easy, man, just answer it in 3 seconds, right? And then that gives you extra time to work on the others. Whatever you do, don't fall behind. Because you don't want to end up with 5 minutes and half the questions to go, you know? Alright, turn the page. So let's look at the listening section and give you an example. The purpose of listening comprehension is to test your ability to understand details include the main idea of, and draw inferences from a listening passage. Now, do you understand all those things? Do you know what an inference is? Okay. Main instructions. Listen to the conversation. You will hear the recording 1 time. Read the answers. Then choose the answer that best answers the questions. Again, the number of listening passages, it's going to be 19 to 21. And then the number of questions per passage, it can be 1 question all the way up to 3 questions per listening segment. The passage length, they're always 15 to 45 seconds in length. And there's 2 types of conversations. There are conversations between 2 people, and then there's also 1 person giving a report about something. The number of speakers in a conversation, well, guess what? You need 2 people to have a conversation, so there's always 2. And a report will always have 1 person talking. You'll only hear the passage 1 time, or the speaking section 1 time. You will hear, use this time to preview questions 1 and 2. All right? They'll give you 20 seconds to quickly read over the questions. You will see, all right, and this is an example, so you have 20 seconds to read this information. What did the woman say about her first visit to the restaurant? A, she ate dessert but wanted to try their soup. She ate dessert but wanted to try their salad. She liked the steak but wanted to try their soup. She liked the steak but wanted to try their salad. And by this time you're going crazy, right? You're thinking, oh, all right. Then you go to 2. Why did the man invite the woman to dinner? To enjoy her birthday, to celebrate her new job, to try a new restaurant, to talk about their family. Beep! And then it's going to go, and it's going to say, now listen to the second statement. A woman's going to come up. Thanks again for inviting me out to dinner. Man, absolutely. It's not every day that my big sister turns a year older. Woman, well, thanks again. This place is expensive. With my new job, I can finally afford it. Have you ever eaten here before? Just once, but I only had dessert. How about you? This is my 3rd time. Their steaks are amazing. Actually, the last time I was here, I really wanted to try their clam soup. So I guess I'll order that today, along with a side salad. Now, you have a short, what is it? It said 15 seconds or 45 seconds, depending on how many questions are to answer. Mark your answers on the sheet. You'll have 20 seconds to answer. Okay? Is that clear? All right. Turn the page. Here's another one. Here's another one. All right, this is the report style. You will hear, use this time to preview questions 4 and 5. Now you're going to look at the questions real quick. So 4 and 5. According to the speaker, what do local people do when they make the souvenirs? Use natural materials, produce less waste, use less energy, or hurt the environment. Number 5, what is the main idea of this passage? Ecotourism preserves the environment. International travel hurts the environment. Many people are becoming ecotourists. Selling souvenirs will help international communities. And then the soundtrack's going to come on, and a man's going to say, do you love the environment? Are you thinking of traveling to another country? Try ecotourism, the fastest growing trend in international travel. Tourists get off the beaten path without hurting the environment. They stay at special hotels. These hotels use less energy, produce less waste, and serve local food. Local people make souvenirs from natural and recycled materials. Next time you travel, why don't you try ecotourism? And again, you'll have 20 seconds to go back and pick the right answer. You okay? That's what it'll be like. Turn the page. All right, so the next part is the grammar section. In part 2, you will be tested on your knowledge of grammar. This part of the test will take about 20 minutes. You will have 60 minutes to complete both the grammar and vocabulary section. Teachers will not start timing until the listening portion is finished. So, the purpose is, of course, to test your grammar knowledge for your level. Now, that's important because they could ask you anything from level 101 to 107. Okay? But they're going to focus on 107. All right. These questions are incomplete sentences. There are 1 or 2 blanks in each sentence. Read each sentence and then choose the answer that best completes each sentence. Then, fill in the answer on your answer sheet. You will see. 1. Ashley likes living in Canada. As of next April, she blanked there for 5 years. She will have been living there for 5 years. Hey, do you guys remember 106?
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, remember all the adverb clauses? Man, you can't forget that stuff. Did everybody get my cheat sheet from last month on adverb clauses and the verb tenses? Did you get it?
Did you get it? That's
Yeah, you couldn't have got it. You should have watched the YouTube video. No. Did you get it? I should give it to you guys. Because it's kind of it's not tricky. There's just a lot of combinations, and it might be nice to have it. Remind me and I'll get it for you, okay? All right. Anyway, number 2. Woman, I just saw Mark a few minutes ago. Where blank he be? Man, his car isn't here. He blank have gone home. So, we got to pick the right combination. I just saw Mark a few minutes ago. Where?
Is correct.
Yeah. Where could he be? His car isn't here. He must have gone home. So what would be the right answer? A. Very good. Yes.
Wouldn't it?
Number 1 is
1.5, okay?
Thanks.